Yes.
Not you. Do you guys
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, what do you want? What pizza do you want?
What else?
Southern meat lovers. All right.
I watched Game Changers and I'm a
Do you like
changed man.
garlic bread as well?
What just game changes once?
I think I'll be a vegetarian.
Changes life.
Three, two, one.
Baby locked.
What is up, everybody?
And turn the lights down low.
Welcome back to another episode of the GNG podcast. Why did I say podcast like American? I don't know. Anyway.
You do have an American accent, but
Yeah, it's good. That's Cloyd. This is Pat. And I'm EJ. What's up, y'all?
how's it going?
Yeah, more news on the NBA front. Another couple weeks have gone past. Season's gone pretty smoothly. A lot of issues have come up, especially today, like as we're recording. Earlier today, David Fizdale, the coach of the New York Sneaking Knicks, just got fired.
That's
after,
the best franchise ever.
Yeah, after a 4-18 start.
The most stabilized franchise.
Oh,
Hey, they're consistent in losses.
Consistently shit. So yeah, he's fired. He's basically their fall guy for. Can I hear him? Okay, we'll just keep
Just
talking.
speak louder. Just
Yeah.
continue talking.
Yeah, so he's fired, and they've gone through a bunch of coaches in the past couple years. What do you guys think of the sacking? Is it just typical Knicks fashion? Was it the right move? I mean, they did start off 4-18, and all that. And this roster was sort of pretty much laughed at during the free agency with all these power forwards. And yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Because it is the Knicks. They've been trashed for who knows how long, and nothing really seems to be a bright spot. Maybe the only bright spot would be RJ Barrett. What do you guys think? Tables or
At this point, I'm not even surprised anymore. Like, nothing surprised me what happens with the Knicks. And I think it's just a combination of many things, unfortunately. And it's just, really unlucky. Like, for example, they were pretty certain that they were going to get the number 1 pick. Didn't happen. And it's just a snowball effect of things, of unfortunate events. And so this happening right now, it's not a surprise. Actually, my question is, how long has he been coaching them now, actually?
I think it was like 2 years, at least.
But generally, coaches have like a 2-year thing before, if they do well or not, that's when they get the boot.
Who did he coach beforehand?
The Grizzlies.
Oh, he didn't do so well there either.
Yeah, but like even then, like they weren't really, like a lot of the NBA players weren't really happy that he was fired. Like every NBA player or most NBA players think he's a great coach. I think they're just using him as a fall guy for their struggles.
Well, yeah, and you know what the sad thing is as well? Like head coaches get a lot of the heat. Like
Yeah.
when things don't happen, it's always the head coaches they like pretty much go after first. And that's kind of I feel like it's very unfair in many ways because it also depends with the the management, the staff as well that contribute to the whole success of a team. And if you're and now that coaches are pretty much getting a lot of heat now, it's pretty sad. And I do understand like the how the players feel towards this, but at the same time, like specifically for the Knicks, I'm not surprised. Like this is like another thing happening. This is just them trying to make things right, but I feel like it's just like I don't know, kind of like I wouldn't say a panic move, but something they're just like they're frantic about something.
I don't think it's a panic move. It's a Nick move.
It's,
They're just being frantic.
It's a New York Nick move. Like, when have they ever really thought maybe it's the general manager's fault? I mean, it's rarely. And it rarely happens in any other team. But this is the New York Knicks. They've got one playoff appearance in the last 20 years.
and that was Melo.
And that was Melo. We'll get to him later. But, yeah, you think, like, after the free agency, I mean, like, the coach should have at least some input during free agency as to what type of players he wants that could fit in his system.
They don't generally.
Well, I don't know, especially in the Knicks. They should.
I
Like, who signs 4 power forwards?
And they're all starters as well.
Taj Gibson, Bobby Portis. Who's the other one? Julius Randle, and there's another one. I don't care. Doesn't matter. That's how bad they are. Who signs 4 power forwards and then does nothing else with free agency?
think you know what the problem is that I think they were just like in this situation right now, they were very invested in getting that number 1 pick, and because things didn't happen their way, they end up getting players that, like, you know, are good, but having like the 4 of the same position is that's just shitload now.
What do you think, Clyde?
Man,
Oh yeah, Marcus Morris. Yeah, come on.
just thinking about it, like when you said that they signed 4 power forwards, it's not like any of the power forwards are even like tall, kind of thing. Their secondary position would probably be a small forward position.
Yeah.
But I think that whole firing David Fizdale is just like a way to put a blame on something. But now it's up to the GM, you know, and I'm pretty sure everyone's already upset with the GM. Like Pat said, they were so invested in like getting Zion, getting Kyrie, getting KD, but they don't know how to close. And I think because of that hope, that little bit of hope of trying to get into the Knicks, trying to get those 3 into the Knicks, just sort of just crushed everything else. Because I feel like also the coach was probably prepped to be playing with, you know, those 3. You would have had a power forward, a small forward, and a point guard in that same year, but instead they settled for 4 power forwards.
Yeah, and I think you're right. Like, they're looking for something to blame. But
yeah.
the thing is, like, look, you can throw in another great coach. I don't think that's not gonna help with anything. There's a situation right now that it's not gonna do anything.
I reckon at some point they need to turn their eyes to the GM and even the owner, James Dolan. That person has been he's been a problem ever since he stepped his foot into the door. I don't know. Well, I saw this. The Knicks are 350 to 656 win-loss with 1 playoff appearance in 13 seasons with Steve Mills, the GM, working in the front office.
Get him out. Bro, you look at, like, what's his name? Jerry West. He's had great success in, like, different teams. Like, that's where you can tell a guy, you know, does something for the organization.
He is the face of the NBA. The body of the NBA.
That's a very good point. Like, how you get someone who's not even is he even a GM? I think he's just a consultant or something.
I think different organizations, he's, like, had different roles.
Yeah.
But it's definitely, like, been, like, you know, kind of a GM or owner, some kind of high, you know, regard.
Influential figure. Yeah. Either way, how the Knicks have not, you know, gone down that road, or even just like gone a different path, you know, finding GMs that sort of fit New York culture. Because, like, think about it, New York and LA, they're similar in terms of market.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, very
Huge.
lots of media, lots of celebrities. That means lots of exposure.
Like when you think of United States of America, you think of New York, because it's a market. It's a huge market there. Even if you're losing every game, everyone wants to go to Madison Square Garden, you know. But like, yeah, sorry, go on. What were you saying?
No, I'm just saying that, like, with a lot of problems that has risen these past 20 years, they haven't reached the finals in 20 years. Let's just put that out there. With the location and the reputation that they have gained in these past 20 years, I reckon it has put somewhat of a bad look on the organization, and that's why all these guys, all these star players, you know, Kyrie, KD, you know, put in other ones, even Porzingis, like, those guys don't want to be there because there's been such a bad history in these past 20 years that it's just like, nah, I don't want to be here. This is a bad culture. This is not winning.
Yeah.
There's so much drama in the front office that I just don't want to be here.
But it's like, you know, like, the thing is, like, GMs, it's like they're in like a safe haven. Like, whatever GM you are in any team, you have like a safe haven because you're pretty much working in the back ends. Obviously, the person you want to kind of put blame towards is going to be the people at the forefront.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, for example, like any job you work in, like, you could have a really good set number, like, of individuals who work really well. But if you have like a really shitty, like, I don't know, management team, but then it looks bad on you because you're on the forefront. It's like, I don't know, they have that kind of safe haven. I don't know how else we'd call it, but that's the unfair kind of look.
That's so true, because, like, even with the Clippers, what was the Clippers GM? The racist dude?
Yeah.
I forgot his name. It's not worth remembering anyway.
But yeah, like, that guy himself, when he was the GM, he moved the team from San Diego, was it, to LA. And people were already upset with that. But, you know, even though they were upset with him, he didn't get fired for how many years. The only reason why he quit was because there was a scandal, and it was a racism scandal.
It had to be something big.
Yeah, and that had nothing to do with basketball itself. In terms of like what you were saying, Pat.
But don't you think, like, because ownership can decide whether or not GMs get the job or not? Don't you think it's I mean, like, yeah, okay, you could be like good friends outside of work, but at the same time, this is a business.
Yeah.
And you want to win. You want to make sure that Madison, like, even though Madison Square Garden is probably fully packed, no matter how good or bad the Knicks play. But at the same time, your team should be aiming for championships. Like, shouldn't the owners at least like consider firing the GM?
Maybe it's the owner that's the problem.
That's what. Well,
Yeah.
and see, that's the thing. That's the difference between the owner and the GM. Maybe the owner is a safe haven himself, not just the GM. The GM can get fired by the owner, but the owner, not really. He can. The only thing he can do is sell the team.
Yeah.
But there's just like, what's the point then? Like, what are you there for? Why are you the owner there for? Like,
You get money, buddy.
Yeah, because
But,
it's a Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, it's the Knicks. Regardless of what you're doing, it's like the Bus family. Why are they still there? Because they get money. They're in LA, Staples Center. That place is fully packed. No matter how many wins the Lakers get.
Even then, think about it. New Jersey Nets. New Jersey's not that far from New York, and no one wanted to be the owner of that. But then when they changed it to Brooklyn, you know, Jay-Z became the owner of that. But it was still shit at the beginning. But, you know, because it's Brooklyn, it's such a big name, especially in the rap game, in the street game. It's like, you know, everyone wants to be a part of it. But
go.
yeah, like going back to what you were saying, like, about the market and stuff. I feel like it also has to go with the, like, you know how you're saying Kristaps and all that, they didn't want to be there. They don't want to be with the Knicks. I also think it's the fans, because these fans, they're a bit like, I'm not gonna say that they're fake, but for example, when they signed Kristaps, no one wanted him. Like Stephen A. Smith is a Knicks fan. Said, he was so upset. We signed this thing, and what's that other dude? He's that white. He's a white actor. He's a big Knicks
From
fan.
Knicks.
No.
Ben Stiller?
No. He's got that Brooklyn, that New York accent.
I don't know.
He's that guy who does that video about the cat. They're like, Ma, there's a cat on the porch. It looks fucking weird, Ma. Anyway, when they signed Kristaps Porzingis, he was like, "What the fuck? We signed Kristaps. Who the fuck knows his last name? Wingo, something like that." And that's what I'm trying to say. The fan base of Knicks, they're
Very critical.
yeah, like they're hypocritical as well. Like once they moved Kristaps, they were like, calling him like, an asshole and
Yeah.
stuff for
You weren't even loyal from the start.
yeah,
guys,
like
man.
you didn't know who he was. So how is it any right? Like how is it his fault that he doesn't want to be there in the first place when you guys treated him in that kind of situation? I honestly somewhat say that the reason why a lot of these players don't want to go to the Knicks is because of the fan base as well. These people say that, they want this player or they want this they don't want this player, but then when they get proven wrong, it's they change into a different person. And it's like I mean there's people that do that a lot. Like it's human nature, but it's when you call yourself it's just a specific fan base. If you have the Lakers fan base, they were still Kobe fans from day one, like EJ.
Yes, sir.
The Bulls fan base, you're still Bulls fans regardless of how shit they play. But that's what I'm trying to say. Like each and every fan base, they're still fans of, and even whoever they get, they're still fans of whoever they get. When they leave, they're still fans of the team. But then Knicks are just like the most hypocritical fan base I've ever met in my life.
Yeah. I don't know. I would like to be a Knicks fan. Not gonna lie.
I've actually never met a Knicks fan.
Is it Imagine like someone a Knicks fan?
No, I meant just
Lakers.
Lakers.
No, but I remember he put this post up where he said, "Get yourself a man who's still a fan of the Knicks and Lakers."
I don't remember that. But
And he was wearing a New York Knicks jumper as well.
all I know is he's a Lakers fan more than a Knicks fan. But I've never met a Knicks fan.
Yeah, I don't know anyone I know personally who's a Knicks fan actually as well.
No.
I knew people who were Knicks fans when Melo was there. Sherwin, he was a Knicks fan when Melo was there. And then he
out to
became an
Sherwin.
OKC fan. And Jamison Del Rosario, he was a Knicks fan. Shout out to Jamison, by the way. Yeah, he was a Knicks fan because of Melo. But I only think people were fans because of
Melo.
the single player.
Mm.
Mm.
So what's next then? What's next for not only just what's next for like the head coach? Like they did the interim head coach, who's one of the assistant coaches, but
More pressure for him.
who's the yeah.
Yeah, because he's gonna be like far out. If I get 4 losses, I'm
out.
out.
They got a tank again
But you
though.
know
What
what?
else are they gonna do?
The way they handled that situation was so poor too, because I think it was not then, but it was probably a month ago or so. They lost big. They lost to the Cavs by like 20, and immediately like the GM and I think the head scout, they actually did a press conference saying like sort of like putting the hot seat on the coach instead of like discussing it privately
Jesus.
behind closed doors.
Sorry, by the way, if I borrow the charger.
And like just discussing it privately without having it going to the media. I think that's just poor professionalism right there. But what's next? Do you have any ideas of a head coach that is willing to maybe coach this trash team?
You know who they
David Blatt.
should?
Tyronn Lue.
Wait, isn't he the coach of
I think he's an
Hey,
assistant. Yeah.
Of Clippers.
Yeah.
Got
I'd rather be with the Clippers, assistant coach of the Clippers than head coach of the Knicks.
Got Jason Kidd, who's assistant coach in Lakers.
But he just got there, isn't it? Aren't they under contracts as well, coaches? Yeah.
But
Phil Jackson.
oh man, I don't think he's wanted in the New York area at all.
That's sad. He's a legend as well.
The way he went out, it's like it was perfect, and then when he came back, it was just like, oh.
No, and he came back to the Knicks. He came back to the Knicks.
Hey, come on. This is like Michael Jordan, okay? He just give.
But Michael Jordan still played well, and it wasn't at the Knicks. Phil Jackson went to the Knicks. What happened? There was shit. Correlation? I don't know.
And there wasn't a Melo got traded when he was in the Knicks office.
Possibly.
I think it was Phil Jackson that the reason why they got Porzingis in the first place as well. I think, and everyone was like giving him crap for it, but it was just, and then when they realized, they're like, oh,
Yeah, see, it's the fan base, bro. It's fucking
yeah,
stupid.
it's like,
You know what? I reckon Stephen A. Smith has a lot to do with it too. Like just being a big voice in like ESPN.
probably.
Like
He's getting paid millions of
Probably.
dollars to predict team winnings wrong.
But yeah, he grabs a lot of attention whenever the Knicks play or Knicks do something very stupid with his rants and everything, which is like, it's funny.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it's very, very funny.
But as I said, he's such a hypocrite. He didn't like Kristaps at the beginning. He was upset when they signed him, and then when he left, he was upset at Kristaps. It's like, what? Shut up.
You know what's funny? I'm actually looking right now, like available coaches right now. There's some interesting ones actually.
Mark Jackson could be one.
Bro, Mark Jackson needs to get back on a team. Like if the team wants to get somewhere, Mark Jackson. There's wait, what the?
Meta wants the Knicks.
Yeah.
World peace.
Oh, is he coach?
No, he
wants to
voiced out. He's like, if it was available and it was come to me, like I'd come in and like I'd give them, that mentality that they need.
Steve Kerr got the question if he signed with the Knicks instead of Golden State. He would said, "I would have got fired 3 years ago."
Jeez.
So even he knows.
He was very happy he picked Golden State.
Oh man, and he joined before the hype. He joined like when Steph Curry was the only best player, and it's just like he made that into a super team.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, who?
Steve Kerr.
Oh, Steve Kerr. I think Mark Jackson. I say it all the time. I think Mark Jackson did a lot to do with it, and Steve Kerr was kind of like the finishing touches to it.
True.
But we've got
Anything next? What's next?
I was gonna say there's like the names that I'm getting read from like Bleacher Report. Stan Van Gundy.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Dwight?
Hey, they said
What are you doing?
they said what I said.
I need a peppermint.
David Blatt.
My rice.
Dwight Howard does a great impression. Back when he used to play in Orlando.
Even a Shaq. Hi, my name is Shaquille O'Neal.
I'm the best player in the league.
They call me Superman.
Yeah, David Blatt, Mike Brown, Jerry Stackhouse.
Mike.
Ooh, Stackhouse.
Stackhouse. Oh yeah, he.
Yeah,
pretty well,
I reckon he would.
I rate that.
Why did they say Frank Vogel? Isn't he?
Isn't he Lakers?
But why is he? Why would they write that anyway?
Everything's fine in Lakerland. I'm just saying.
One of my favorite coaches, Monty Williams.
Ah, he's a Suns.
Why are they saying that?
Maybe it's not updated, sir.
Is Monty Williams a coach now?
That's why they're doing a really good job.
That's why they're winning games. That's why they're not last place.
But they did make good additions to the team as well.
Like who?
Is it?
Oh yeah, they
Aaron
got.
Baines.
Aaron Baines,
Didn't they get
Ricky Rubio.
Dario Saric,
They also got from the Heat. What's his name?
Tyler Johnson.
Is it Tyler Johnson?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Tyler Johnson.
The Amish.
The Amish, yeah, Tyler Johnson.
My Amish brother.
Wait, is he actually Monty Williams?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Who do you reckon?
I don't really think about coaches, but when you said what's his name? The third coach you mentioned.
Sorry.
The third coach you mentioned.
Mike Brown,
No,
David Blatt,
no. Fourth coach you mentioned.
No.
Jerry Stackhouse.
Yes, I reckon that could happen.
That's a good project.
It's worth investing.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's doing pretty well in the G League.
Jeff Van Gundy.
Hell no.
wait, who was Jeff Van Gundy coaching before?
He coached the Rockets, and then he coached the Knicks before. That's when he was hugging Alonzo Mourning.
No, I think Jerry Stackhouse would be good.
Yeah, I like Jerry Stackhouse. Jerry Stackhouse or Mark Jackson. Other than that, I don't care. It's the Knicks.
You know who?
They'll hit us with some
Yeah.
weird signing that I don't know. Maybe they'll sign a power forward as their coach.
Like I said though, like
Why not make it 5? Why not make it 5?
Hey Julius, you ever thought about coaching, bro?
Nah, you know the only coach who could help the Knicks? Whoopi Goldberg. Have you seen that movie where she coaches the Knicks?
Yeah. That was old movie, man. What about Stephen A. Smith?
that's the last thing that they need.
I don't think Stephen A. wants that stress.
But like, you know, like I said, like I think like right now in this season where they are at, I don't think it will matter which coach they sign. I think right now they need to tank again. There's like no
I
other.
mean, the 4-8 team.
There's no other option for them right
They
now.
should just sign us. I'll be fired. I'll be happy to get fired if I get paid millions of dollars.
Fizdale's still getting paid.
Yeah.
Don't get that
He's
wrong.
here for another 2 more years.
Yeah.
So he's like, you
So
know
he's
what?
He's probably not like sulking about it.
True.
Yeah.
He's like, huh?
Because even within that 2 years, he could probably.
Well, it's about time.
I'm trying so damn hard for 2 years.
Now they
That's
answer.
packed already. Just waiting for you to say the words.
Let me sign the fucking contract.
My bags have been packed
rip it
for
up.
2 years.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
it's just a mess. The Knicks.
Yeah, give them probably 20 more years and they'll be back on track.
20 more years. You're probably right.
Until they get a new owner or
Oh, I think that's the big issue. The ownership. That's bad.
Maybe he's tanking his the money so then he can sell it for $1 billion.
Possibly.
That's what happened with Clippers.
They're still like one of the most valued franchises like ever. Like
it's got a lot of history.
Check the Forbes list.
Yeah.
So, anyway, let's move on. Speaking of Knicks, Melo, just a quick announcement. Melo wins Conference Player of the Week.
What?
Wow.
What?
He shut us up. He shut us up.
Maybe if your card on 2K19 would start working for me, then I'd be like, yeah. But no.
What do you guys think? Good comeback.
Good on him.
I'm happy.
Good
I'm
on
happy that he's back. I mean, he deserves it. But I think that the reason why he's the conference player of the week is because before he was announced player of the week, he was his contract wasn't till the end of the season.
Now it is.
Yeah, now it is.
Now it is.
They just finalized it, but until then, I mean, it's like probation, you know.
You're trying to
You have to
prove yourself.
You have to prove yourself. Now he's got tenure, so he can just fuck it up like he used to.
Oh,
Nah.
no. Oh, here we go. Fat ass Melo again. Nah. Yeah, 22.3 points, 7.7 rebounds, 2.7 assists in that span of a week.
Yep.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good numbers.
I think he knows what it's like to kind of be looked down upon and not to have much faith in, and all that other stuff. And the fact that he still kept working on his game even while no one was signing him, I think it really shows that he's really willing to do what it takes to help a team win.
I still think he needs to work on his defense.
Which is true, right? You know how you guys say you know it's kind of hard now, especially where he is at now. Like you can't really train an old dog new tricks.
Yeah.
But I think he's still trying to contribute in ways he knows he can, though, like the best way he can, and that's to probably help them outscore the other team.
Last 5 games, they've gone 4-2, so it's not bad. Oh, well, last 6 games. Sorry, my math is wrong. Anyway, it's good. Good quick announcement. Moving on. That you've had your shine, Miller. Maybe your conference player of the month. We'll know. We'll see. We'll go for 3 minutes next time. Anyway, we'll go back down. Speaking of the Blazers, we're going a little bit of segues here. Rodney Hood, probably out for the season with a torn Achilles.
That's tough.
It was funny because someone. What was it? Ronnie Hood said the Achilles was sore before the game started.
Oh my, that sucks.
And so, but he said he felt like he could still play, and then it turns out, dong.
Dude, imagine you foreseeing something like kind of like because you're feeling it's not 100%, but you're feeling it a bit. But I'm still gonna play, help the team win, and then when it comes on that same day, man, that must have sucked because you would have thought, I should have just sat out.
Yeah.
I don't know. He could. I don't know what he's like, but I feel like generally people would like be beating themselves up for that.
That's what happened to KD as well. Remember, he in the finals he decided just to play because but he knew that wasn't fully healed.
It's because he did that dance.
Right. That was probably like the best best caption I ever made in that post. I was like, the reason why he got that thing was because of the dance. In my head, like when I saw that video when he was dancing, I was just like, oh man, my inner dad is coming out. My inner filler dad's coming out. Oh, see? Exhibition talaga. And then look what happened. Just get told off like that all the time.
But yeah, prayers up to Ronnie Hood. Speedy recovery for you. Achilles, that's tough.
That hurts, man.
Hurts, and it's just tough after you come
I'm already
back.
getting weak knees just talking about it, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm a doctor.
Especially you sound like Shaq. Anyway, yeah, it's tough to say, like, especially when someone says, oh yeah, it's feeling a bit iffy before the game, and then says, I can still play on it, and then boom, Achilles injury.
Because he's a good player to
He's
have.
a great addition, especially when it was mid-season last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He definitely has something. He's definitely valuable to the Portland Blazers. So it's just unfortunate he had to have this injury.
Okay. All right, moving on. Kevin Love. He's in the Cavs. The Cavs are shit. Kevin Love and the Cavs. We're on the open for trades. K-Love. He's in the market.
I'm actually thinking now.
Where?
Which team?
Lakers, bro.
Nah.
Come on, man.
No.
Who are we going to trade?
Well, you traded half a team, bro. So you might.
Well, Kevin Love is not Anthony Davis.
Boogie. Yeah, you can have this injured player.
Don't worry, he's good when he comes back. Don't worry. If he comes back.
No refunds.
What about Clippers?
Leave it. Take it and go. Take it and go.
I mean, he'll be good in like 12 more months.
Plus the off season.
Any good teams?
Clippers.
I reckon Miami.
Yeah, actually, that's true. Cause
Miami.
No, but-
pair him up with Bam.
but JB doesn't he doesn't do well too much with like bigs who doesn't he takes it himself.
No, but he's not. Kevin Love's not going to be a center.
He's gonna be power.
Yeah, I reckon he'll be good stretching the floor, and also on defense, just grabbing boards
Oh yeah, true. He can just be a good.
and fast breaks too. That boy can throw.
Oh yeah, it's effortless as well when he
Yes.
does it. It's-
Or boom. Miami's a good one for me, I reckon.
What about? Oh no, actually no. I was thinking Bucks, but then they've already got.
I was thinking about
They've got Brook Lopez already, and he can. Oh, is Brook or Robin? Brook, and he can shoot.
Robin can sort of shit too, so yeah, man.
What about Golden State?
With D'Lo? Wait, is D'Lo playing now?
Yeah. He's
Imagine having another, like right now for
You'd
them,
have Eric Pascal.
having. No, but he's a center, right? But
Yeah.
K Love can play it as the four.
Yeah,
and
that'll be
he
good.
can. I reckon he could work with that system.
it'll be Splash City all over again. And then when they come back, who knows?
Possibly.
Who knows?
Possibly.
It's gonna be Splash Central over there.
How about Phoenix?
Nah, they got Aaron Baines, bro. That guy's.
Play some small ball. Some white boy front court right there.
What about
What do you mean?
OKC? I've given up on that team, so it's not biased for me saying this.
Just chuck it in there. You can have it.
Sorry, I forgot. Steven
Doesn't matter.
Some more.
Steven Adams is already a stretch 5, so they don't need another one. Hey, 1 for 1.
I was gonna say Blazers, but then they got Melo, so it's like
Melo made a run.
No, I don't think that. Yeah, I don't think they need one.
they don't need K-Love anymore.
I don't think they need to make any more additions. Actually, I think right now just work with that
Focus
and
on it.
develop it for the playoffs.
And then if they need K Love, then they get K Love.
I got Miami. Pair him up with JB. Goran. Well, I don't know if who they trade, but if they Goran Dragic, Jimmy Butler, Kevin Love, Bam Adebayo,
I'm actually thinking.
Tyler Herro. Woo, that's a nice starting 5 right there.
I'm thinking either Warriors or OKC, just because like it helps Chris Paul space out the floor, because the other players in his team are slashers. None of them are really shooters.
What
So
do you mean, Andre Robertson?
oh, bro,
Your favorite player.
the reason why I quit OKC.
The reason why I quit Rachel Demeter.
No, but you think about it. You can have him just do a lot of pick and pop with Chris Paul, and then if you have him in Warriors, D'Lo has help. Then you got Eric Pascal who's playing center, and you have K Love playing the 4th.
And they need veteran presence too. Another team I was thinking as well, because I feel like the only teams I can think of is the ones that actually can benefit from him, besides the Heat.
Wait, hold up. Who do you have, bud? Golden State or OKC?
I'll probably say Golden State.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking like Golden State. But another one that came into mind was New Orleans.
Oh!
Imagine he can throw that to, some young dudes,
To
imagine
Zoe.
Zion or Zoe.
Some full court lobs. Oh,
Bro. And, I don't think they have decent bigs as well.
Derek Favors.
Yeah, but, what about who else is there as well?
They have that
can
rookie.
help?
Jackson Hayes.
Well, why not, though? You can have a guy
not,
that can
though?
give
That's
that
it.
experience as well and add some value.
And then you can see fucking, what's his name? Lonzo Ball.
What
No
about-
look.
What about Houston?
I thought about it, but I think they don't need that.
Really?
Yeah, because they've already got a good offensive.
I feel like Westbrook was the actual addition that they needed.
They don't need another point guard.
You don't think he would just space out the floor every time they need an ISO?
I think the rookie house, I think he does a good job. I think he's plays a 3. No, he doesn't play as a 4.
Daniel House?
Daniel House, yeah. Is he? No, I think he plays as a 3.
He's a 3. He's a versatile wing.
Yeah, PJ.
The
Tucker
only
before,
reason
isn't
why
it?
I don't say he should go to Rockets, because it's going to be unrealistic when I say this, but in 2K, in 2K, I made a player that's like K-Love, and he's in the Rockets. You can't do anything because all you have is Westbrook doing that shit. Now,
I told you Westbrook's going to come up.
if he's going to be doing his triple-double, then
No,
he's a good person to hand off to, and then you think, but
I have a actual logical kind of reasoning because Rockets used to run with Ryan Anderson, and Ryan Anderson, he's a pretty good stretch.
yeah.
But the thing is, I don't know. What I don't understand is why they didn't really use him, even though he was actually performing pretty well. And I'm wondering the reason is because I don't think he matches the tempo of the speed of the Rockets when they like run in transition. And that's why I think Kevin Love might not be what Houston needs.
But Kevin Love is more athletic than Ryan Anderson. And he's got way better skills.
Actually, now that you mention it, remember they had Chandler Parsons. And Chandler Parsons was a good stretch for.
But I think that was before Mike D'Antoni.
Yeah, but what's called? That was how. That was who. That was the one of the primary pass handouts to James Harden. Like he would look for him.
I think he played as a 3 more than a 4. I don't think he was a big dude as well. Chandler Parsons.
Who was there for then?
I don't remember.
Terrence Jones.
Ooh, Terrence Jones, yeah.
I don't know.
Terrence Jones is the one, the guy that fought in the PBA. With the little filler guy, and then they did the dance. I don't know. Anyway, what's your point about?
No, I was just saying, like, with Chandler Parsons, he was one of the main reasons why they were so stretched out in things. So if they had K Love, then your theory would be right. Like it'd be more spaced out. Especially it's a big, so it opens up, and it's just Clint Capella in the middle. So he only has one person to lob to now. If he's getting clamped up in the paint by, like, let's say Joel Embiid, you got K Love.
Plus K Love and Russell Westbrook.
I was going to say, could be. Bring that
UCLA
back.
connection.
Actually, I don't know. It could, but I don't think he would benefit. I feel like both sides wouldn't benefit as much.
Well, what about wait, no, before I say this, just keep talking.
It's gonna say something very controversial.
No. I just need to find out who's in the team.
I'm actually thinking about it. Maybe transition wise and stretching the floor, as you say. Probably.
What about? I'm just throwing up teams here. Not saying yes. Boston. There are thin on bigs.
Enes Kanter's back now.
Yeah, that's true. But in terms of power forward,
it would be a good help for Jason Tatum.
I don't know. I feel like they're doing pretty well. Like,
and for Kemba as well. They could do pick and pop with Kemba.
I guess so.
Because our power forward isn't it Jason Tatum?
He's
Gordon
a
Hayward?
3, isn't he?
Is Gordon Hayward starter?
possibly.
So when Gordon Hayward's on, then Jason Tatum's going to be playing power forward. Charming.
I get what you mean.
You know what? Could work.
It could work.
Could work, actually.
I don't know what pieces they'll have. Maybe just a couple picks, but
Could work.
Because our bigs is Enes Kanter, Grant Williams, and Taco Fall.
Which they don't really. Isn't he? Isn't
And
he
Daniel
in the D League?
Daniel Thies.
Isn't he in the D League, right?
He's
Oh, G League.
G League, yeah. But he's on like in and out. Yeah, two-way contract.
I don't know. I'm just throwing out teams there. But you're going with.
I'm going with Warriors. I think he'll be better there than he would be in
Do you reckon they should still trade Butt? Do you reckon they should just
sign?
Try it, yeah.
I mean, they have a lot of people that they can let go. They wouldn't be losing anything. It just depends on if Cavs would accept the trade. Because their best player is either Colin Sexton or Kevin Love.
I feel like where both of those teams are at now, I feel like they really got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
The Warriors?
Both.
Both, yeah.
Like, they're both not really at top ranks either.
And it's like, you can either tank or you can experiment.
If anything, I feel like Warriors will benefit more. That's why I thought about them, because, they need kind of experienced players on the team.
Yeah.
They can't. Like Steph Curry and Clay and Draymond, they're gonna struggle, even if they all come back.
Because even when Steph and all of them were there, they needed to have like at least a big that was confident. And then
It'd be good to have a
it
big.
was who was their bigs before? It was Andrew Bogut,
Kevin Looney,
and then they had.
but he's injured.
What's his name? The
Bogut. They had McGee.
the one that was injuring everyone.
Oh, Zaza.
Oh,
Yeah, Pachulia. So, yeah, and when JaVale as well. So they just need that.
When they lost JaVale, I was like, I think that's it for them.
Wow, someone said JaVale was a key piece to a team.
Yeah, but look, who was their center? DeMarcus was out.
Yeah,
All I'm saying is it was a big, it's a big come up from Shaqtin' a full MVP to key piece to a team, contending team.
You got to think about it, but because if they didn't have JaVale, who did they have that could screen properly?
Rim protector.
Yeah, rim protector, who was a good slasher as well. Not to mention, he was very athletic. And he's very long. Defensive, he's pretty good.
I just think your organization did a good job of just picking him out.
I
Yeah,
ain't complaining.
I'm not going to lie.
Because you weaken that team, I feel like, defensively with that.
I would rather have JaVale than DeMarcus. Only because JaVale is much more of a true center than DeMarcus. And DeMarcus just gets upset at anything and everyone. He's like split.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like DeMarcus particularly. He's very like, you know what, you can kiss my ass, DeMarcus.
Speaking of centers, Dwight Howard shot a three in the corner.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh, but you know what? He has shot threes in the past.
That's his 7th, apparently,
Yeah.
for his entire career.
Even the All-Star game, he shot like 2. And I have that thing. And then when he was with Rockets, he shot I think one
He
or
shot
2.
one. Shot one at the Lakers.
The
as
man's
well.
got a wet jumper.
First. It's that last one looked pretty nice.
It was
looked
confident.
legit. Yeah.
It was very
he even
confident.
did the jab
Yeah.
and then he popped it.
He was like, "You're not gonna." All right. And he had one form as well.
Yeah.
It wasn't like
wasn't
all
like-
centers.
It was like
It was straight up. It was Splash City from there.
Anyway,
You disrespecting my shot? You're leaving me wide open, sir.
So I take that as an apology to Dwight Howard.
any other trades that you're willing to think about?
Wait, what are we talking about?
Yeah, I just remember Dwight Howard, and then he was like, everyone-
Good job, Dwight Howard. Not bad. Any other trades? Other than Kevin Love being open in the market, do you see any other trades happening? Any other people that are on the block?
nah.
I actually think this trade deadline is gonna be boring as hell.
Yeah, it's just gonna go somewhere else.
I
They're
mean, yeah.
like I think Cavs might try to tank, and so he's probably gonna go to some shit team that don't really need him.
There's just so many big moves in the off season that just happen like that.
I think because one, there's no drama. There's no like star player that's like, nah, I'm done with this team. 2, there is a balance in the NBA. And every star player has another star player. And so there are no star players that are unhappy. So
Very good point.
So the biggest name will be Kevin Love because he's the only star by himself. And like the rest will be just like role players.
But you know what's funny though? I remember seeing Kevin Love making statements saying that, he's actually happy in Cleveland. And he doesn't mind just to even just be the the guy that helps out and
So
stuff.
he's already won a championship.
Yeah. What else do you have to earn from that? If you're not and he's not gonna be like winning MVP or anything else anytime soon.
Yeah. Look, Kevin Love will always be remembered as a champion. not as a guy who never won a championship. Take that.
It'll
Any
probably
day.
also be known as one of the best stretch fours ever.
Yeah. And one of the best fast break passes in the game ever.
And one person that lost a lot of weight tremendously from UCLA. Fuck,
He had a glow up too. Like he was like he looked like a creep back in the day. Now he can be on GQ.
He's a model, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was, eh?
Oh, he is.
He
I
is.
think.
With that beard, hello. Dwight Howard's coming.
Yes, sir.
That's Elijah right there.
You can find his contact details in the bottom of the description.
Ooh.
Follow EJ that ran for a good time.
That's Brandon Llewellyn's IG account. Follow that. Hit him up.
I think my final one would be though. I don't know. I feel like I was saying Golden State, but I think New Orleans.
I like that. That was a surprise for me, but a good surprise.
Pelicans.
I'll go Miami.
That's a pretty good one actually as well.
All right. Speaking of the Warriors, I like these segues because it just leads into another blends in. I like
Mr. Smooth Operator.
Eric Pascal rookie list. He is number 1.
Yeah, because he's now like top scorer,
I think he's a double man.
and also he's top in rebounds
Oh, top.
Yeah.
Oh, for rookie, I mean.
for rookies.
The man's a hustler. Like, I gotta say, when you watch him, he really like puts every like ounce of effort in every game. Man grabs rebounds, hustles those, and he just puts them back in the rim. Like he really, I feel like he reminds me of like Montrezl Harrell kind of energy. That kind of energy.
But he can shoot.
Yeah, but that kind of energy though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't say there was custard.
I wouldn't mind some more
I love
pudding.
pudding. Where did this come from?
I just been looking at Pat doing that. Trying to see who
Wouldn't mind a
won.
little bit of pud.
Anyway, Pascal's number 1. But you reckon it's because he's got so much room to grow with it, like because Steph
Playing
Clay,
time.
Yeah, playing time. Yeah, D'Lo's out in and out of the lineup. Draymond's out.
Definitely. Like, that's why, like, I feel like a lot of the players that can get Rookie of the Year is because they need to have that time. That's what I was saying. Like, with Michael Porter Jr., even though he's a great player individually, I don't think he would get it because Nuggets is already as deep as it is. Like, he's not going to have that playing time to really show or prove himself compared to, like, Pascal. Or even Ja Morant. Ja Morant has a lot of opportunities to grow and develop and, to make that case to be Rookie of the Year.
Ja Morant is 3rd, by the way, in the rookie ladder.
Actually,
Kendrick Nunn is 2nd.
even even Tyler Hero, I think he doesn't have enough playing time to prove himself.
You know who's number 4? Jono's man, Rui Hachimura.
That is a good player.
While
though.
John
That is
Wall's
a good
away,
player.
the man should take the
That is a
opportunity.
good player. But he's as I said, he's a mellow. He's a mellow.
He scored 30 points the other day, so.
Mellow made it
Not bad,
right.
But do you reckon Eric Pascal will be Rookie of the Year?
If he continues playing like that, yeah, 100%.
Really?
Yeah. But that's also that if the other players are playing the same way as well. But I can't make that judgment now.
'Cause Zion
Until
is still coming back.
Soon.
Tell us why you're not a big fan of Zion again.
again. All right,
Hell no, move on.
we're gonna be here for another 3 hours.
So you think he has a good shot? Or like
Definitely. I think he does. I think better than the candidates that
What are you guys laughing?
that we
Stop.
put forth.
Stop it.
Okay.
But I'm kind of glad though. I'm just gonna put it out there again. I'm pretty glad I put Luka Doncic as one of my candidates though for MVP. The man's tearing it up.
Where did that come from? Rookie of the year.
This is my segue.
Oh, good segue. Which dynamic duo is off to the best start? We
AD
have
and James.
LeBron and AD, Luka Porzingis, Kawhi PG,
You don't really-
Simmons and Embiid, Westbrook Harden, Marian Jokic, Lillard and McCollum. Just to put out a couple of duos.
I think James and AD because like you always see them on the highlights, but if it's like Luka, you don't really see Porzingis in the highlights, and his name isn't always out there. But if you're following like social media, you'll always see AD scored this much points in 3 quarters, and LeBron James with this much assists. You don't really hear much about the other star player in the other team or their other duo.
But it's LA land. They have the bigger names as well.
Yeah, but I mean, even though that's true, Anthony Davis is always going to be like a good player, so they're always showing up.
But I think Luka Doncic and Porzingis are low key a really good duo. Because I think the fact that Doncic has pretty much taken this team on his back now, and even adding Porzingis to the mix, Porzingis still allows that room for Doncic to do what he can, and you can see Doncic still even facilitates for Porzingis because Porzingis still, I think he still had like maybe one or a couple games where he's had 30-point games or even the high 20s still. But that's not really like, I don't think you really hear it a lot because Doncic is the one that's doing really well at the moment because he's getting triple doubles. So I feel like Doncic has more of the spotlight, but I won't sleep on that duo.
I reckon it's Kawhi and PG because that duo has never practiced on the court together, and for them to just come on the court and
Well,
do
they got shut down today
they got shut down today. Fair enough.
Yeah, by a lot.
by one man and one man only.
Well, yeah, maybe because it was his birthday. That's why. Happy birthday, Giannis! By the way, 25.
25, same age as Patrick.
When we post this, it's different. No, it's not.
You realize that? Damn, 25, 1 year older than holy God, that just makes us feel bad, bro. It makes us feel sad. Anyway, back to what? Hit us in the feels.
Wait, who won that one with Rockets and Clippers when they went to overtime?
Or
Clippers.
Rockets. Oh, wait.
Oh,
Was it Clippers? The one where Harden hit that crazy shot over
Yeah, it
Pat
was
Bev.
Clippers. It was
Oh, it was
Clippers.
Clippers?
Oh, yeah.
Ah, okay.
So I was
Kudos
talking
to them
about
then.
Boston versus Clippers.
I still think they have... I don't know. I think they still need a bit of time to kind of really show it. But I think, yeah, definitely on track to being a good duo. And you know why? Because pudding with custard is really good. Have you tried that?
you
Have
didn't
you
say
tried
anything about custard.
You ever had eggs? Fuck, they're good.
Shouldn't have showed us that video before that.
Shout out to Auntie Donna. Maybe we could do a collab.
What do you guys think? LeBron and AD.
Yes.
I'm sticking with Luke and
I was
And
thinking
Porzingis.
Kawhi and PG. They've got amazing chemistry.
Nah, I'm gonna change my bet to the Antetokounmpo brothers.
he plays one game and had like 10 points. It's like, yeah, let's go.
That's why I compared Giannis' brother to the Kawhi because he hits a basket.
Yeah, when I shot that 3 and I looked at you guys and I was like, I was doing that to my veins.
I'm thinking Kawhi and PG. Okay. Let's end it off with
Oh, I thought there was gonna be another
some-
segue.
some swag. Because, the dynamic duo's got swag. So it's another segue. The city jerseys.
I'm actually really digging. So out of the 3,
Can we go through them? Like, so like we can go one at a time and stuff as well. But yeah, you start. So we'll start for what you.
So what should I say? My top 3?
Well, have they released for everyone yet?
Yeah.
Or? Oh, okay.
They have to. They can't do it because it's a city jersey.
Oh, okay, because I thought they would gradually.
So You know what? Just pop up the jerseys on your screen now. But what's it called? My top 3. I like the Miami one, baby blue.
No. They just have good jerseys.
Like I'm a big fan
Sick
of.
of them having nice jerseys.
I'm a big fan of blue jerseys. So the other one is gonna be the Grizzlies, because this. Oh,
That's a classic as well.
I'm just thinking about the shorts. The other one that I like is the Clippers one because it's got that
Oh, the graffiti kind of
it's
look.
got that old English. What's that font?
Oh, there's a.
Clippers.
Oh, it's like that
Old
that
English.
Mexican.
Hey,
tattoo.
what's up, LA? Say, hey, fool.
Órale.
Yeah, those are my jerseys that I like.
Which one's that one? Wait, what was the
Atlanta's got the peach tree. Peach tree back in Penrith. Boston.
What about the Nuggets one? It's a bit old school.
Charlotte looks like it's the same jersey they've always had.
Charlotte? Which one, Charlotte?
The Bulls one's ass.
You're just jealous, bro.
Who is jealous of that?
You. Clear.
What about the Mavs? I don't like the Mavs one. That looks like.
I'm mixed. I'm mixed about it.
If this was in Philly, then I'd get it because it looks like old Fresh Prince of Bel Air. But this is Dallas.
Which one is it?
Yeah.
Dallas?
I'm mixed because the font. I don't know. I feel like it doesn't suit the Dallas kind of thing, but I do like the
gradient.
The gradient. Yeah.
The fade.
I think it looks pretty sick. Not gonna lie.
I don't mind that.
You know what I actually like? They really did the city thing like well. The Brooklyn Nets one.
What does that mean, but?
Bed-Stuy.
Yeah. What?
That's Biggie Smalls. Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, where this rapper was originated. Your rhymes are weak, your flow's constipated. Many
Actually,
awaited.
I completely forgot about that because I didn't know it was spelled like that.
Huh? Bed-Stuy, yeah.
Because it's-
Bed-Stuy is like
Yeah, that's what I was like. I don't know what that
But
is.
Bed-Stuy
okay,
is that's the street that Biggie Smalls is from. That's why when they made that jersey, they made 72 and then they wrote Biggie on the back.
Do you remember when they first released it last year with the
The black one.
Yeah, the black
thing,
one.
yeah.
But and then I think someone was complaining how they didn't have rights to having like the Biggie kind of.
But didn't someone? Yeah, because someone else already did it, right?
Well, that's why I'm like a
'cause
bit confused now.
Have you? Do you have it there?
Yeah.
Well, basically, this is what it looks like. It's the same as thing, but it's white.
Yeah.
So that's why I think they changed it.
Bro, it looks clean as well as a
Yeah.
white jersey.
So I was
Yeah.
just looking at it, I'm like, oh, bro, Biggie Smalls.
Imagine D'Lo wearing this.
Woo. Just get it customized and put Angelo.
Russell. I like the Nuggets one.
Yeah, that
I would
looks
buy
sick.
that.
Black. And
Yeah,
then
just like
rainbow.
I think it was better than the white.
Definitely. I think that different kind of contrast makes
Yeah,
it
it
a lot
just
more
pops
pops
out.
more
Right. I like it. Even the shorts. Goddamn. Murder City. That's
lame.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like a football jersey, like soccer jersey. Like it's kind of like
Like Paris.
yeah,
PSG.
something like that.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of.
That's true. The town that's been there for a while.
Yeah, they.
Golden State.
I'm surprised
yeah.
they didn't even try training something.
Well, they suck.
I thought they would like make.
You're not worth investing.
We'll just wait until next year, and then we'll come up with some feet.
I was thinking like they would probably put some hipster shit on it.
You like that one?
Not gonna lie, I low-key like the Houston one.
H-Town.
And the 0 of Westbrook, oh my gosh, I think that's a nice touch to his kind of flavor.
I really like the side how they got the Rockets
The
logo.
Rockets.
Yeah.
It's about time as well Rockets starting like throwing out some fire jerseys
Yeah.
because
Hey, come on, they got the black one's pretty nice.
no, but like it's like before
Some
that,
got
it's
offended.
been a while.
That's true.
Hello.
You know what? My favorite Rockets jersey of all time has to be the blue one with the stripes.
Is that the one with the
The
old
Yao
logo?
Ming one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
that's,
yeah,
That's always
bro, that was probably
That's kinda
the
like
only
the-
good one they had for
Yeah.
a while.
so laughing.
It's kind of like the it's like the Raptors like retros. It's like that.
Yeah,
But man, the Miami and the fucking
Pacers,
Grizzlies
that's
one.
okay.
They
I
have
do
a
like the
similar design.
Clippers. However, they are the Clippers, and as a Lakers fan, that's a hell no.
Wait, can you go back to the Pace? Pace, they had a similar looking jersey like that
It was
already.
the navy.
Yeah,
And
in
there's
yellow.
the
Yeah.
yellow navy. Yeah.
Mm.
But this looks nice. This looks clean.
I think a lot of these ones are just switched colors. Because for example,
Miami.
Miami.
the Miami one was just like
It was white.
yeah.
It was black.
Then the
There's
pink
pink.
one, then the blue one. I honestly really like the pink one.
Bro, they all look good. They're like
Yeah.
Miami's. They did such a good
'Cause
job from the
you-
start.
You know,
Vice.
it's Miami
Oh my
Vice,
God,
yeah.
Colors.
It's like you look at it and you're just like, yeah, the fluoro blue and the pink
Wow.
is always gonna look good together.
Dang.
But I really want to get the shorts of Grizzlies. Just imagine that you could wear that with like a black shirt, a white shirt, even like a
Yeah.
It's pretty versatile, actually.
Yeah.
Low key versatile because it's like a bright color,
Mm.
bright color,
And then you
but
can
it's
just mix it up with some like just tonal or dark
Like-
colors.
Have you guys watched that guy Supreme Dreams on Facebook? He's like he makes some videos and stuff. He wore something similar to that, and it's just like if you look at something that's like a teal blue,
Yeah.
turquoise blue, it looks so beautiful, man.
yeah.
What about Milwaukee Cream City?
I like the name. I like how they made it Cream City, and then they just made the jersey cream.
Yeah.
I like it. It's just like we've kind of seen a similar jersey. It's just like with their logo, but without it now.
Mm.
But I still
kinda-
like it's clean.
I've always liked the cursive writing of like jerseys.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. Some of the Milwaukee Bucks jerseys in the past, even the Nike ones, they look pretty ass, but they will always look good on Giannis. Giannis always makes them look good. His body type's just built for these. You know what I mean?
His arms are like the antlers of the
And
Bucks.
he's got like broad shoulders.
Hell yeah! Did I just do that? Yes, I did.
They
Yes,
should
sir.
just, you know what? If he retires and they do another city jersey, they should just have a Giannis one with his hands like
Yeah.
antlers.
That's
That'll
sick.
be a good. Nike, hire us, bro.
Got
hire
some
us.
ideas for you. Just saying.
Have you guys seen my Sergio Shots jersey?
That's just a taste of what I can do.
that was made in 5 minutes. Imagine if you had to pay me for it.
That reminds me of. Sorry, this is now Minnesota. This reminds me of North Carolina a bit. The
see?
kind of white and light
yeah.
blue.
It's baby, blue. Yeah.
Yeah. I can see that. New Orleans have had this for a while now, but
They just change the colors. It's like they have those three, and then the white part is always changed.
yeah.
I think the white part looks better though than what they've had.
It's very New Orleansy, but
Yeah.
you gotta
It's-
admit,
it's
like
Mardi
this.
Gras.
It's got that jazz Mardi Gras look.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
They had that before, didn't they?
Yeah, I've had that before. That's why we're moving on. Oklahoma City.
Oh, don't start me. I'm going home. I'm already home, but I'm going to bed.
It's a pretty nice jersey, I'm not gonna lie. It definitely looks more thunderish.
Yeah. It
Imagine
suits
if-
their theme.
If KD had that, come on, man. I would have totally bought that jersey and rocked it. Who's there now? I mean, Steven Adams. Okay, sure, but
Cue glass shattering.
my heart broke as soon as I saw it. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Orlando switched it up.
Whoa!
With the
Mo
orange.
Bamba, when he wore that one, it looked pretty good.
Yo, I like
and Aaron
that.
Gordon as well.
I like
Nice,
that.
eh? It's a good switch
Yeah.
up.
And it's not like their usual blue.
Yeah, they even switched it up on the court too. The court's also orange.
Yeah.
That's what I like about the NBA as well. Like
They
recently,
don't slop.
yeah, they just
Yeah.
keep changing, make it like add some new taste.
Yeah.
Like 2K, you get some ideas, just putting out there.
Refreshing.
New.
Same content every year. Pay $150 for Brandon to spend
For
on.
snow. And for Halloween to be there for 3 weeks. Anyway.
And for the races.
That's pretty similar what they've normally
Philly's
had.
been pretty similar. But it still looks clean.
Definitely.
I think any cream jersey is default clean,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Because it's not white. It's
Hmm.
Okay, they've had the shirt. But
The
the shorts, I dig.
I like it.
I'd buy the shorts. I'd buy the shorts, no doubt.
I really like when they do shorts where one side has been patterned and the
Yeah,
other one is
it's
just
just
straight cut. Yeah.
Hmm.
I like it. I dig it. Portland, another cream jersey that I like. Rip City, no doubt. Melo looks good in a Blazer jersey.
That's why he's trying to get into shape. He knew these jerseys coming out. He's got to look good on my return.
I mean, still looks fat. But anyway, good on him anyway.
All right then. This
Sacktown.
is similar as well.
Sacktown has similar. Sacramento.
Do you rather this one or the other color where it was? I think it was blue.
Purple? Oh, blue.
Blue.
I like the blue one.
I like the blue one.
I'm a Crip, not blood.
San
What?
San.
That's the same. They had that before.
Yeah, they've
I
always
think
had
the
that.
shorts changed, and the lining on the side they changed that.
But even then, it's still the same pattern. It's nothing new.
It just
I think you can't work with a lot of black
there's
or
no
grey.
they. I mean, you know what? Spurs they're Texas. They should change they should have brown.
Yeah.
If they had a camo brown one, that'd be alright.
I think they had it. Oh,
Do
no,
they?
they don't. No.
They don't. Toronto with the that's OVO. That's OVO
Yeah.
influence, man. That's Drake
It's like a
influence.
simple cool.
Black
What does
and
it say
gold.
at the bottom? Oh, we don't know.
With the North. Yeah, that's
That's a
OVO.
nice touch to it.
Yeah, that's a nice touch.
See, same thing with the shorts. They even got it on one side and the strict.
Speaking of which, do you reckon Pascal Siakam jerseys will be sold now? Will be selling.
You know what?
Yeah.
I've been hoping for it to come out.
Actually, this is another good segue to it. Apparently, he's also making a good name for himself for MVP.
I heard. Okay, MVP, but also, if not,
Depoy.
he could be the first ever to win back-to-back most improved players.
Can you do that?
I
but
don't know.
He's improved from last year. That's
But
the thing.
no,
But
that's,
it's a big improvement.
Yeah. Like you think about it, there's no star. He's becoming the star player now. Everyone's forgetting about your favorite player, Kyle
Okay.
Lowry.
Yeah, exactly. Look how good they start. Look
who's
how,
that?
Your favorite player, bro.
you got a shirt of him, okay?
You
Look at the video from on our YouTube channel. Little
Alright.
plug.
I was actually gonna wear it today. Then I was like, I'd rather wear it.
But I'm saying, man, Pascal Siakam, that dude could possibly back. I don't know if it can happen. I don't know what the criteria is for most improved player, but you do have a good point with the MVP. But I'm saying I'm buying Pascal Siakam.
Because the other thing as well, because Raptors are still doing well without. They're still doing well without Kawhi, and it's like he's the one that's carrying
I
it.
don't
So it's like,
they're
man,
still
MVP.
Top 8.
They're like 16-4.
Bro, that's heaps good.
But
That's
I mean,
heaps
even
good.
without Kawhi, they were playing pretty good. It was just DeRozan, they had that name for DeRozan. But I think Pascal has actually taken it upon himself.
Yeah, it was-
15-6. Sorry. That's
but
still good.
that's still pretty good.
You know what? I wanna. If I'm ever doing a fantasy draft, I'm just gonna have Jono with me. I just want to have like Rui, Pascal.
Tell me the players. Take me the players.
Who else? Joel. He was the one who told me about Joel. He was the one who told me about Pascal, and I never believed him about the Pascal. I believed him about the
I
Joel.
was shocked about the Pascal.
I
I
was shook
what?
as well.
I was like, who?
I was in the car, like, what? You want me to drive off off the road with this? And then, okay. Utah, same old, with the sunset. Anyway.
But
Washington.
they were the ones that they came out with that at the beginning of the year.
Didn't they come with a different color, but like a
Utah.
purple?
They came out with
Oh,
the
yeah.
original, the one John Stockton wore.
Yeah.
The one where it had like
The mountain
Yeah.
thing.
I like the mountain one better.
Yeah.
Country Road.
DC
I
coming up with this DC.
They've had that
Take me
similarly
home.
before, I'm
well,
pretty sure.
because of the capital, I think.
It's a
That's like American.
District County.
Got the stripes, the stars. That's patriotism right there, man.
That's ending slavery.
What about the
Right there.
Lakers?
The Lakers one was this one.
This is the
Shaq's.
Shaq one.
Shaqs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Lakers city jerseys they've just sort of
So the first one was Kobe's.
that was the
The Mamba?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
The
it had
snake
the
print?
snake print.
Yeah.
I don't
Second
really
one
like the
was-
snake print. I'm not gonna lie. It would be like
You don't like it?
because I don't like snake prints in general.
okay.
Makes me feel like a hoe.
Anyway, yes.
What are you then?
I'm not a fuck boy. I'm a love boy. Unlike my boy EJ over here. Follow him at ej.ren on Instagram for a good time.
That backfired on me. Sorry. The next year was Magic Johnson.
That was the one I have. The
Oh,
Lonzo
you have
Ball.
The purple
Lonzo
one.
Yeah.
I like that one. Too.
I had great detail, especially with like the
The
stripes.
lines, yeah. So
Mm.
all the
All the-
lines had like his achievements
accolades.
and
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
I like that, and then this one's Shaq, which is
They need a-
Wait, sorry. What? How's that referred to, Shaq?
So the stars on the side is like, I think, it has an achievement of each. Something like that.
That's cool. How they like kind of I forgot. I lost my words. But it's kind of
They've
like
incorporated,
respects.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
respects to.
I'm just waiting for a Kareem
players.
Abdul-Jabbar one.
I'll tell you
Alright.
what. No disrespect to Shaq, but this is out of the last three.
Yeah, this is
This
the
is
worst one. Because
It's
it
pretty
just looks like a
bland.
normal yellow Laker
yeah.
jersey.
Yeah, it's pretty
The other
bland.
one had the purple and like the black and with the pinstripes and everything. The Kobe one was straight black with the yellow.
Mm.
Ooh, I like that. Like this one.
I have the shorts.
I reckon if they made the stars more purple, like inside it, the fill, I reckon
Yeah.
that would have added a bit more like punch to it or something.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a bad jersey, but
Mm.
yes, compared to the other ones, I prefer those ones.
You know what? I would still prefer the normal standard Lakers jersey than these ones. Because the purple one, the one that is just straight purple black stripe with yellow lining. That's so much better than the Magic Johnson one. And then I don't know. I just don't like snake print.
That's fair.
I like how I like the color because it reminds me of the old Lakers jersey, the black one.
Oh yeah,
the,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
The Adidas one. Oh, that was beautiful. But I don't like the snake print. That's the only reason why I didn't try to buy that jersey because of the snake
It just
print.
reminds me of Black Mamba.
Yeah.
That's all. Anyway, finish it off. What's your favorite city jersey this year?
Grizzlies. Oh no, Miami.
Miami.
Vice Ganda.
How come I didn't show the Grizzlies one? Anyway,
I'll just show you guys.
Oh, I thought
Grizzlies.
Miami was your one.
I just said Miami.
you
Oh,
said
sorry.
Grizzlies.
No, I said Grizzlies. Then I said Miami
Uh,
because of the Vice Ganda.
You know what? Low key, I was actually shocked by Orlando one. I don't know, because it's just a different colorway.
you
Because they
dig
don't
it?
have orange.
do you dig it?
Yeah, I do dig it.
That's your number one.
Ah, wait, let
They
me have
don't
a look
actually
again.
have
Have a
it. Even
scroll.
on the NBA store, they don't
Yeah, I
have
have
it.
it.
Oh, maybe it's not
Maybe
a
it's
city
not
jersey.
City jersey. Maybe it's a classic.
Yeah, it's like the Utah one, the purple one. So wait, that means they don't have a jersey for everyone. 30. It should be 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
30.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. They only have 29.
So the last one is Grizzlies.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go with Houston because I just like when specifically Westbrook's jersey because of the 0. I think that's just a really cool touch. H Town.
Okay. H-Town represent. I'll go with the Denver Nuggets.
Yeah,
That's
Which
nice.
one's
I
the
walked
Nuggets one?
past. I was like, nah. I think Rockets.
I'll take the Nuggets one. It's nice. It's clean.
What was the
Definitely.
Nuggets one?
This one.
Oh, yeah, Jax. I didn't. Full look past it. I was like full looking for white.
Yeah, I'll take that. So you got
Vice Ganda. Miami Vice Ganda.
Miami.
H.
Bro, I said that like
H-Town.
5 times.
Miami, H-Town, Denver.
You know
City
what?
jerseys come out with heat.
Chicago should do a city jersey in dedication for MJ.
They should.
They should. They
Yeah.
really should.
I think they should. Yeah, take notes from Lakers and
Speaking of shit,
I think the
man,
only reason why they don't is because they're not sponsored by Jordan, unlike Charlotte.
that's a very
Because
good
I
point.
would think like, oh, they probably put on his logo or something. Because other than that, what can you think of MJ? Red and black, which is the original.
Or they could, dedicate it to D Rose.
Ooh,
he's
that
still
would,
playing, but
Why not now?
yeah, but I mean, he's always gonna be a
He's
known.
known as the Chicago Kid.
Or this, a Chance the Rapper one.
Yo, and like the acid rap.
Yeah, it has drip.
And
You'll see the Chicago Bulls with the drip.
Yeah.
Mikey,
Acid
come on,
color.
man.
Hire us.
Again, this is just a taste of
Have
what
you seen
we
my
can
Soju
do.
Shots jersey?
Just saying, we got some heat for you. Anyway.
Hey, by the way, if we find out that you made these jerseys off our what we just said, we're suing.
Yeah, we see that in the leaks. If it says something, if it says from Oregon, we know it's from you, Nike, because we know where that is. Anyway,
Tinker
City Jersey
Hatfield.
come out with heat. As always, I
Nike's doing well.
don't think there's any really bad jersey that came out of there.
If only it's just like if only like the lower ones were kind of like the repetitive ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just different.
That's
colours.
it,
That's
yeah.
it. That was probably the lowest. but-
Like the designs were still flawless. It's just colorway. What it is.
Yeah. Anyway, City jerseys are heat. I think that pretty much does it. I've run out of segues, so that does it for another episode of the GNG podcast. Follow us on our socials: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Twitter. Them boys they tweet like Twitter.
Freak.
This guy's been he's been saying 1-4 lyrics all day long. 1-4's too
After talking so much crap about how they played it at his camp.
Yeah.
It's because they only played one song the whole time.
But that wasn't even the
Shanks
song.
and Sheaves, Shanks.
Huh?
You said they kept playing Shanks and Shifts. You're singing Spot the Difference, bro.
Yeah, that's why it's different.
Okay, fine.
He spotted the
Spot
difference.
How about Brandon? He's like, what? Because have you been saying that since the beginning?
In the beginning.
In the beginning.
Anyways, follow us on those socials. We are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. We love custard and pudding.
Pudding.
These are...
Are we actually on Deezer?
Yeah, you said that. You said last week.
It's just so that they can know.
Spotify. What?
We're not getting paid.
Oh, by the way, this is endorsed by Macca's. Huh? Japan.
Try to find some.
By the way, what was your top song of 2019 from your Spotify?
Oh, I thought it was gonna be next up. Well, Kiara was using my Spotify, so Blackpink was my number one song of 2019.
I was surprised. I thought it was Cosmos Midnight, but it's actually Engineers by HP Boys.
Too bad, because I got 1-4. No, actually, I think. Wait, no. Hold up. 1-4 was at the end of the year. It was Khaled.
Oh, who's your top artist
Of
2019? Like, who's the
Khaled.
most... Oh, Khaled? Oh, okay.
it was that middle of the year. It was just.
Mine's Blackpink.
Oh, come on. Was it really?
Yeah, because of Kiara.
My one was Tyler, the creator.
Ah, it's probably the Ego album
That was...
Okay. Anyways, Spotify 2019. Say hi to you guys on Apple Music. Hope you had a fantastic 2019 listening to music. But anyway,
Oh, I premature
premature.
ejaculated.
Cloyd, it's your turn. Take us off.
So subscribe if you're new. Join the crew. You already know what to do.
Laters.
See yous.
Last episode of the year next week.
Let's go.
Alright, we done. We want 7 pizzas.
That's just Cloyd.